Today we have to study about a very important point from chapter number 6 of Science and Technology, that is refraction of light. And from that topic we have to study a very important point, that is dispersion of light. Dispersion of light. In that point everyone know about dispersion of light. Here are we have to use a diagram, and from that diagram here are dispersion of light are shown in this diagram. Okay, everyone know about the glass slab. There are also dispersion of light. In that case we have to use a glass prism. Okay, here are given the activity or the procedure of that dispersion of light. First they are given, hold the plastic scale in your compass in front of your eyes and see through it while turning it slowly. That is very simple activity. Take a compass scale in front of your eyes and rotate very slowly. What we see there? We see there are formation of different type of colors. Here are given, you will see light rays divided into the different colors. These colors appear in the following order. And which colors are for there? Remember a key of that word, that is the key is very important. Vibgyor. Which key we have to use? Vibgyor. What is mean by? Here are given the first color. That first color violet. Here are given the all colors. Okay, which color are first given there? Fizz, that is violet. Second indigo. Third color are given in that all color. B for blue, and G for green, Y for yellow, O for orange, and last one, that is the red color are given there. Okay, there are given all the colors, means on that scale there are formation of different type of colors. You know that light is electromagnetic radiation. Wavelength is an important property of radiation. The wavelength of radiation to which our eyes are sensitive between, there are given the 400 and 700 nanometer. Remember, this is very important point for a multiple choice question, because our eyes range or the eye sensitiveness is between 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. That means we can see only the object between the range of 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. In this internal radiation of different wavelength appears to have the different colors mentioned above. The red light has maximum wavelength. Remember, which light having the maximum wavelength? The red light has maximum wavelength, that is to 700 nanometer, while violet light has the smallest wavelength. Violet light has smallest wavelength close to 400 nanometer. Remember, which color having the more wavelength? There are given the red light has maximum wavelength, that is close to 700 nanometer, while violet light has the smallest wavelength. That means red have more wavelength, small violet have small wavelength. Okay, remember these point are very important. Okay, remember there are also given that close to there are remember that 1 nanometer is equal to what is the quantity of that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9. Okay, 10 raised to minus 9 is called as, or this factor is given that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9, or it is called, or it is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter is equal to 1 nanometer. Okay, there are also, understand everyone this paragraph. Second, there are given in vacuum, the velocity of light rays of all frequencies is the same. In vacuum, the velocity of light rays of all frequencies is the same. That means the frequencies of all the light in which medium, remember, in which medium, in vacuum, the velocity of all, that is also very important point, because there may be question on the same point. The velocity of red light is in vacuum is high, low, same, or another option are there. What is the answer of that question? What is the answer? The velocity of light rays of all frequencies is the same velocity, or there are given in the vacuum the velocity of light rays of all frequencies is the same, but the velocity of light in a medium depends on frequency of light. Thus different colors travel with different velocity. Remember that here are given that the different, that is depends on the frequency of light, and thus different colors travel with the different velocity. Therefore the refractive index of medium is different for the different colors. That is very important point. Why the refractive index are changes? Because that refractive index are depends on the velocity. We already studied about that point in our last part. Because the ratio of velocities, that is change in velocity, that is the velocity in the upper medium or rarer medium to the velocity into the denser medium, there are used the refractive index, that is the phi1 upon phi2. We take the refractive index of that material. Hence there are given that is the refractive index of medium is different for the different colors. Thus even when while light enters single medium like glass, the angle of refraction are different for different colors. So when the white light coming from the sun through air enters any refracting medium, it emerges as a spectrum of 7 colors. How many colors are from that prism? Everyone know that we use a letter or a keyword, that is vigor. That how many colors are there? Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and this red. How many colors are there? That all are the 7 colors that here are given that in spectrum of 7 colors. That is how many colors are from there? 7 colors. Here are also shown that vigor. Okay, VIBGYOR, that is called as key word of that. Okay, here are given a very important sentence, that is the process of separation of light into its component colors while passing through a medium is called the dispersion of light. What do you mean by that? The process of separation of light, here are shown that here are from one single color there are formation of another 7 colors. How many colors are from there? Another 7 colors from a single light. The process of separation of light into its component colors while passing through a medium. Here are we have to use a medium, that is a single color converted into the different type of colors are shown in here. The process Sir Isaac Newton was the first person to use a glass prism. They use this glass prism. Which scientists use this first? The Isaac Newton, first person to use the glass prism to obtain the sun's spectrum. When white light is incident on the prism, different colors bend through the different angles. Among the seven colors, red bends the least, while violet bends the most. Remember, this is also very important point. When the white light is passes through a prism, there are formation of seven colors, and in that seven colors, the red bends the least. Here are shown there. The red bends the least, while the violet here are shown the violet color. Violet bends the most. Thus, as shown in the figure, the seven colors emerge along the different paths and get separated, and we get a spectrum of seven colors. That means, what is mean by dispersion of light? There, in case of dispersion of light, the process of separation of light into its component color while passing through a medium. Remember that this definition is very important. Dispersion of light means, here are shown the definition: the process of separation of light, into its component colors while passing through a medium is called the dispersion of light, and that is called as dispersion of light. Okay, it is given very simple way, this point, and this point is very important. There are maybe question for 2 or 3 marks. Okay, 2 or 3 marks question on the dispersion of light. We have to draw this diagram and explain the total point. What is mean by dispersion? Definition of dispersion, how many colors are formed there, and the sequence of that colors, which color bend more, which color bend less. We have to write all the points. Okay, then there are on the next page we have to study about, and the last point of this topic, and very important point is partial and total internal reflection. In 11th standard syllabus, there is detailed explanation with equation are given there of that total internal reflection. Okay, here are also given the same concept, that is total internal reflection and partial. What is mean by total? Total means totally, and what is mean by partial? Partial means in some quantity. There is a partial and total internal reflection are given here. Okay, so first we start a point, it is partial and total internal reflection. What is mean by total internal reflection? We get from this point. Okay, when light enter a rarer medium from a denser medium, it gets partially reflected, that is part of the light get reflected and comes back into the denser medium as per laws of reflection. This called partial reflection. What do you mean by reflection? When light is, here are shown that example I explain you, here are shown the partial reflection. That means definition are given. What is the definition of that? When light enter a rarer medium from a denser medium, here are given the denser medium. This blue color medium is denser medium, and the upper medium, that is here medium, is the rarer medium. When it passes from the denser, from this medium to get upper, that is this medium, what we see that it gets partially reflected, that part of the light get reflected and comes back. Here are shown that this part of light is reflected. Here are shown in that diagram. That means some part of light are comes back when it passes from this denser medium to this rarer medium, from this medium to this medium, that is denser medium, this rarer medium. That means it passes from this medium to this medium, some part of light are get reflected and that part is called as, here are given the partial reflection, and this is called as partial reflection. Remember this point everyone. Okay, next there are given that the rest of light gets refracted and goes into the rarer medium. As light is going from denser to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal, that is the angle of incidence I is smaller than the angle of refraction. This is shown on the left side of the figure 6.9. Here are shown that, or this side, when the angle is small, I is small, R also there are small. But remember that if we increase the I, R will also increase according to the Snell law. Everyone know that the angle of incidence, that is the sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is equal to constant, that is sine I upon sine R is equal to n. Okay, here are already given that formula 1n2 here are shown that formula. Okay, that means when the angle of incidence, here are shown here are small angle I R, here are also I1 dash increase, R1 also increases. Next this step increases, what happen, we get a point, and at that point the angle of refraction R becomes, or there are formation angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. Here are given that if we increase I, R will also increase according to the Snell's law, as the refractive index is a constant for a particular value. When we increase the value of I, the R also increases, and when we increase this value more and more, what happen, at a particular value I, the value of R becomes 90 degree. Here are shown becomes 90 degree, the value is called the critical angle, or this value is called as critical angle. Which value are given here? Critical angle. That is, such rays return to here are critical angle. For example, of incident larger than the critical angle, the angle of refraction is larger than the 90 degree. Such rays return to the denser medium as shown towards the right. Here are also, thus all the light gets reflected back into the denser medium. What happened? Remember that. Here are I explain you. When the incident ray, here are a normal. Okay, when the incident angle is small, then refractive angle also, refraction also small. Okay, when the angle is increases, that means this angle is increases, then this angle R also increases, and at a some point, or this point, example, this is angle of incidence, at this point the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. How many degree? It becomes 90 degree. At that point the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree, and when we increase it more, what happen, we get a point at which the angle of refraction are returned to the same medium. Here are shown the total internal reflection, that means it becomes in the same medium. There are given that, or there are shown that the angle of refraction is larger than 90 degree. Such rays return to the medium as shown towards the right in the figure. Thus all the light gets reflected back into the denser medium. This is called the total internal reflection. Remember that when the angle is more than 90 degree, that times it reflected or refracted into the same medium at that point, or that is called as total internal reflection. We can determine the value of critical angle as follows. There are given the formulae. First, 1n2 is equal to sine I upon sine r. Already we discussed this point in our last part. Okay, for total internal reflection, everyone know the angle I is critical angle and r is equal to 90 degree. That means we have to put the value of r in that formula. R is equal to 90 degree. We get this formula, that is 1n2 sine I upon sine 90. But everyone know the value of sine 90 is 1. Hence sine I upon 1 is equal to this remaining term, that is a sine I. Okay. And then last point are given, friends, there. The last point are also very important. Here are given how the rainbow are formed in sky. How? There are also dispersion of light, friends. Okay, how there is dispersion of light? We explain it. Here are shown in the diagram, there are given a light rays. The circle shown that water droplet, and here are given the internal reflection. That phenomena already we discussed in this part, that is the total internal reflection. When angle of incidence increases, the angle of reflection also increases, and when we increase it continuously, there are we get a point. At that point the angle of reflection becomes 90 degree, and when the angle is increases, at that point there are the incident ray. When incident on that surface, the refracted ray comes in the same medium, or there is a reflection in the same medium, and that is called as total internal reflection. Here are given a rainbow is a beautiful nature phenomena. It is a combined effect of a number of natural processes. It is a combined effect of the dispersion, refraction, and total internal reflection of light. It can be seen mainly after a rainfall. Small droplet of water act as small prism. Remember that. A very small droplet of water act as a prism. That means which phenomena are there? Are formation of dispersion, refraction, total internal reflection. When light rays from the sun enter these droplet, here are shown the light rays enter in that droplet, it get refracted and disperse. It get refracted. When why it refracted? Because this is a medium. First, this is a medium. Second, okay, that means it refracted and dispersed. Then there is a internal reflection as shown in the figure. There are given the internal reflection, and after that once again the light get refracted while coming out of the droplet. All these three processes together produce the rainbow, and there are formation of rainbow. And how many colors are in the rainbow? There are formation of vibgyor means there are formation of these 7 colors, that is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, or orange, and red. That is 7 colors are formed, but we cannot see all colors because the distance is more, and the second point is that the intensity of every colors is different. Hence we only see that colors from that in that rainbow which having more intensity. Okay, here are given this point. Okay, this is very simple point, friends. We will study about total topic in our 3 lectures. In our next lecture, we explain, we study about the all problems, solve unsolved problems of this topic, and also the very important questions related to this topic. Which question are very important from this topic, we will discuss in our next part number 4. Okay, thank you. All the best, everyone.